Hello everyone, I'm happy to say I'm back on YouTube again, although with a slight rebrand of the channel this time. I do want to apologize for my long absence. I had some pressing circumstances which really needed attended to. I've been wanting to rebrand the channel for some time now, so I went ahead and switched everything over from Shapeshifter's Den to Mover's Odyssey. You see, when I first started this channel, it was all just for fun. An excuse to do some illustrations, research some things I enjoyed, and share what I've learned with others who might enjoy it too. And while the channel is still going to be all of those things, I also intend for it to be a little bit more. You see, during my absence, I had a surprise medical emergency, resulting in a number of hospital visits and many months of illness. While I'm recovering now, the time spent bedridden and immobile gave me plenty of time to reflect and contemplate on my situation and this channel. I realized that I had been pushing myself too hard and I had allowed the modern grind to completely take over my life, even at the expense of my own health. From a place of stillness, lying in my bed, I looked out at all my loved ones, my friends, my co-workers, and many of the personalities that I follow online, and I noticed that they were all completely immersed in the rat race, the same as me. Their minds were completely focused on the grind and the worries that accompanied modern life, while their bodies operated from a state of constant stress and exhaustion. I've come to the conclusion that this mode of living doesn't serve us anymore, if it honestly ever did at all. But I do believe there's another way to move through life that doesn't require the stress, the panic, and the distraction. A way to more fully immerse itself into the life experience without having to increase one's suffering for it, and done so while increasing one's effectiveness in life at the same time. Alongside continuing movement instruction and exploration videos, this is what I intend to explore on this channel, a philosophy of moving from one center. Movement is life. Everything that moves we consider to be alive, and everything that's inanimate we consider dead. Both the mind and the body are both in constant movement, with the mind's awareness shifting from one distraction to another, and the body moving from one task to another throughout the day. Even during the relative stillness of the body during sleep, every cell in the body is still buzzing with movement and activity. Indeed, the body has no real ability to actually stop moving until death. Yet in all of this movement, we often lose track of our center, the peaceful and still awareness at the heart of our personalities. Anyone ever involved in martial arts or long-term meditation for any period of time will know exactly what I mean. Martial arts sparring of any kind is a particularly good method of illustrating this portion of the mind to the self, due to the intensity and the stress involved. Beginners always panic when first starting to spar. It's natural. You don't know what you're doing yet, and you're usually standing across a ring from someone who does know and they intend to attack you. The body's adrenaline will naturally increase and the fight or flight response will seize the nervous system. The body will move, and often with great intensity due to the adrenaline, but will also move without any skill and partnered with a mind that's too reactive to garner any wisdom in the moment. Most of the movements are ineffective, ill-advised, and overtaxing. The body quickly burns up its resources, and the exhausted and frantic individual ends the sparring session as a stressed out heap of flesh, slouched over and exhausted. This is much the same way I see most people living life, in a stressed out, reactionary, and exhaustive state. However, just as with sparring, the body and mind can be trained and adapted. The body can become stronger, faster, and more resilient. The mind can become calmer, think faster, and gain wisdom to tackle any circumstance. The best way to track this progress is to find your center first and begin training from it immediately. The center is the part of the mind which is not caught up in the world's stress and frantic activities. It remains at the center of the self in a state of stillness and observation. It is from this unmoving center point that the skilled martial artist eventually learns to identify with, creating a calm in the center of any storm. It creates the capacity for a clear mind and real choice as opposed to reaction. I believe this center point is the ideal place to live life from. It breeds authenticity, it creates joy even in the face of strife, and it allows room for empathy in one's interactions with others. For myself, the goal is to continuously pursue this, no matter what movement system I'm learning and enjoying. From this perspective, all actions and movements of any kind in my life feel like an adventure, thus the name Mover's Odyssey. I hope you'll join me on the journey, and I wish you luck in all your movement pursuits. If you enjoy the channel, be sure to like and subscribe, and check out the new website and blog over at moversodyssey.com. Otherwise, I'll be back soon with another video, and until then, keep moving, my friends.